There comes a moment when the noise has to die. The whispers of weakness, the echo chamber of excuses, the siren song of tomorrow, all of it silenced. And in that suffocating quiet, there's a choice, a canyon between two realities: step up or stay soft. Step into the fire or be consumed by the comfort of the cold. There is no middle ground. There is no negotiation with mediocrity. There is only the verdict your actions will deliver. You've been talking about it, a ghost haunting your own conversations with promises. You've been dreaming about it, painting masterpieces of a future you in your sleep. But dreams without action are just hallucinations. And you're not here to hallucinate, you're here to dominate. Those visions are a preview of a life you have the potential to earn, but potential is a currency with no value until it is spent. It is a debt that you owe to yourself, and the interest is compounding with every wasted second. Enough with the someday talk. Someday is a disease of the average. Someday is the lie you tell yourself when you're too scared to bleed today. Someday isn't coming. It's not a day on the calendar. The clock is already bleeding. Every tick is a drop of life you'll never get back. Every talk is a step closer to the end, to the final, silent audit of your soul. And if you don't lock in, right here, in this gut-wrenching now, your potential dies a quiet, pathetic death. It will be a funeral attended by no one but your regrets. Nobody gives a damn about your goals until they see the results. Nobody cares about the vision board, the journal, the resolutions. They are toys for children. The universe doesn't respond to intentions, it only bows to execution. No one's clapping for you in the dark. There's no applause for grinding at 4 a.m. when the world is asleep. There's no trophy for choosing the hard path when the easy one calls your name. That's the point. The work done in silence is what makes the noise when it's over. The applause is the outcome, not the catalyst. To seek it beforehand is the mark of a performer, not a warrior. A warrior performs for the battle, not the crowd.
No savior is coming. No mentor is going to drag you out of bed and force your hand. No rich friend, no lucky break, no mythical motivation fairy is going to descend and anoint you with greatness. That is a fantasy, a bedtime story for the weak. It's just you, your will, and the war you're willing to fight every single day. Look in the mirror. That's your only competition and your only rescuer. The face looking back at you is either your greatest ally or your most insidious enemy. It's the one who makes the promises and the one who breaks them. It's the one who sets the alarm and the one who hits snooze. Today, you decide which one you will be. This world doesn't care how bad you want it. It only responds to how hard you're willing to bleed for it. Wanting is passive. Wanting is a wish. The cosmos is littered with the forgotten wishes of broken people. The price of admission to a greater life is pain. It's paid in sweat. It's paid in sacrifice. It's paid in lonely hours and brutal self-reflection. What have you paid today? What deposit have you made into the bank of your destiny? Most people will fold. It is the default setting of the human animal, the path of least resistance. They will fold under pressure, fold when it gets boring, fold when no one's watching. The moment the initial excitement fades, the moment the real, monotonous, grueling work begins, they are gone. They vanish back into the sea of the ordinary. But you were built in the fire, or you will choose to build yourself in it now. You don't fold, you forge. A blade is not made by gentle tapping. It is hammered into shape through relentless, searing violence. You must become the blacksmith of your own soul, and the fire is your new home. The problem? You've been waiting for permission, waiting for conditions to be perfect, for motivation, for timing, for signs. But signs don't come. They're created by the collision of preparation and ruthless action. You're the sign, your decision right here, right now, to move, to act, to execute. That is the only sign you will ever need. It's the flare and the darkness that announces a new war has been declared.
You don't need another book, another reel, another podcast. You are drowning in information and starving for action. Your mind is a library of strategies you've never deployed. Your mind is a graveyard of good intentions. What you need is to move. Physical, undeniable, momentum-generating movement. Movement over mindset. Action over affirmation. Let your body lead, and your mind will be forced to follow. A mind can trick you. A feeling can lie, but the deadlift off the floor does not lie. The miles run do not lie. The finished work does not lie. Your story doesn't change until your habits do. Your life's narrative is written one small, repeated action at a time. Blaming the world, the system, your past, your circumstances changes nothing. It is a transfer of power from you to an indifferent universe. Owning everything? That's the spark. Taking responsibility for every failure, every shortcoming, every moment of weakness, that's how you reclaim your power. Your life is your fault. The good, the bad, the ugly. It's all you. That realization is not a burden. It is the ultimate liberation. It means you, and only you, have the power to change it. People want success without suffering. They want the summit without the climb. They want the crown without the fight. They want comfort and greatness. But comfort is the enemy. Comfort is a cage with velvet bars. It is the slow-acting poison that kills ambition. Success demands a conscious, willing, and intimate relationship with sacrifice. You must sacrifice who you are for who you will become. You must sacrifice immediate pleasure for permanent power. You say you want it? A hollow echo, a child's cry. Then where's the discipline? Show the evidence. Open the ledger of your last 24 hours. Where's the consistency? Where is the brutal, monotonous, unsexy grind? Where's the pain you're willing to endure to earn your place? If there is no evidence, there is no claim. Your desires are irrelevant without the deeds to back them up.
Success is not a reward for wanting. It's a receipt for pain paid in full. It's the scar tissue that proves you were in the fight. It is the natural consequence of a cause you have set emotion through unyielding effort. Look at those who have it. You see their glory, but you don't see their story. You don't see the years spent in the dark, the rejections, the failures, the tears, the blood. You see the product, not the price. The price is always paid. Discipline is your only ally when the fickle whispers of inspiration are gone. And trust me, it will leave. It's a fair weather friend. But discipline stays. Discipline is the soldier inside you, the professional that shows up regardless of the weather, regardless of the mood, regardless of the odds. It is the system that runs when the operator is weak. It's waking up early when every cell in your body screams for rest. It's showing up when you're uninspired and empty. It's pushing forward when you're already bleeding and broken. That's how monsters are made. Monsters of will, monsters of execution. Most will quit. That is a statistical certainty. It should bring you comfort. It means the competition thins out with every painful step you take. They start strong, a cannon blast of New Year's energy, but crumble when life punches back, and life always punches back. It will test you. It will knock you down. It will want to see if you have the heart to get back up. But you respond with fire. You don't just get up and you advance. You use the force of the blow to propel you forward. The majority are addicted to feeling good. They live in a perpetual state of chasing the next dopamine hit, a notification, a like, a sweet treat, a distraction.
You must become addicted to progress, to the brutal, satisfying feeling of getting better, stronger, more capable. You don't chase dopamine, you chase dominance. Dominance over your old self, dominance over your impulses, dominance over your environment. The feeling that comes from that kind of earned victory is 1,000 times more potent and lasting than any cheap thrill. You want to evolve? Then kill who you were. Conduct a merciless autopsy on your weaknesses, your bad habits, your limiting beliefs. Then hold a funeral. Mourn the comfortable, average person you used to be, and then bury them. Leave them in the past. Outwork the old you until the new you makes the past look weak, pathetic, and unrecognizable. The person you were a year ago should be embarrassed by the person you are today. This isn't about winning once. Any fool can get lucky. This is about creating a version of yourself who never stops winning. It's about building an engine of excellence. It's about forging a character that is so steeped in discipline and resilience that winning becomes an automatic byproduct of who you are, not something you have to strain for on special occasions. It is your new default state. Nobody's clapping? Good. Silence is the soundtrack of genuine transformation. That means you're not performing for an audience. You're becoming a weapon in the forge. Let them watch you work in confusion. Let them whisper. Let them doubt. Their misunderstanding is a compass, pointing you in the right direction. When the world calls you crazy, it's often a sign that you are on the path to legendary. The future you is watching. That spectral version of yourself, the one at the end of the line, is looking back at this exact moment, right now. And it's either proud, nodding with respect at the choice you're about to make, or it's filled with contempt and disappointment for your cowardice. You are creating their memories. You are forging their past. Will you give them a story of triumph or a legacy of regret? Most people talk themselves out of greatness before they even begin. The human mind is a survival mechanism, not a greatness mechanism. Its job is to keep you safe and conserve energy. Therefore, it will flood you with fear. It will drown you in doubt. It will scream at you to retreat to the familiar. But fear is a liar. It projects a future that hasn't happened. Doubt is drunk on past failures. You take the wheel. You acknowledge the fear, you hear the doubt, and then you tell them to shut the hell up and watch you work. Pain is not your enemy. It's your initiation. It is the price of entry into the elite. Every rep in pain, every second in the struggle, every drop of sweat that stings your eyes, it's proof. It's evolution. It's the sharpening of your blade against the whetstone of adversity. You should seek it, run towards it, learn its language, understand its lessons. To run from pain is to run from growth. Suffer now or suffer later. The choice is always yours. The pain of discipline or the weight of regret. One is a currency you spend now, it burns hot and fast, and it leaves you stronger. The other is a mortgage you take out on your future. It eats at you slowly, quietly, from the inside out for the rest of your life. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. Choose your suffering. Look around at your life, every detail of it. This is what your past choices bought you. This is the sum total of your standards. Don't like it? Fucking change it. Don't complain about it. Don't wish it were different. Change it. No one's coming to rescue you. No one owes you a damn thing. The universe owes you nothing. It was here first. Your entitlement is a disease. Your sense of victimhood is a prison you built for yourself. The key is in your hand. It's called radical responsibility. Life will never be fair. It wasn't designed to be. It's a chaotic, violent, beautiful storm. But fairness doesn't win. Grit does. The ability to get knocked down 9 times and get up 10. The relentless refusal to surrender.
the obsession with forward momentum, no matter how small the step. Fairness is a concept for courts and classrooms. In the arena of life, tenacity is king. Nobody cares if you're tired. Your alarm clock doesn't care. Your competition doesn't care. The opportunity in front of you doesn't care. So why should you? Being tired is just a physical sensation. It's a piece of data. It is not a command. You are not a slave to your feelings. Nobody cares if it's hard. It's supposed to be hard. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it, and there would be no value in the accomplishment. The scoreboard of life, the ledger of your reality, only shows results. It doesn't have a column for effort or good intentions. You have two options, and only two. Make excuses or make history. An excuse is a story you tell yourself to justify failure and absolve yourself of responsibility. History is a story others tell about you because your results were impossible to ignore. One gets forgotten in the dust of time, the other gets carved into the stone of eternity. You want change? Real, seismic change? Then make the next decision count. The next 5 minutes, the next hour, not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Stop waiting for the big break. That's lottery ticket thinking. Instead, create 1,000 small breaks through relentless execution. 1 rep at a time, 1 page at a time, 1 sales call at a time, 1 ruthless, disciplined day at a time, stacked one on top of another until you have built a skyscraper of success.
You don't have to be gifted. You don't have to be a genius. You don't have to be connected. Those things are advantages, but they are not prerequisites. You just have to be relentless. The person who refuses to stop will always beat the person who is merely talented. Talent can be lazy. Genius can be arrogant. Relentlessness is a force of nature. It is an avalanche of will. Winning isn't sexy. It's not a highlight reel. It's not loud. For the most part, it's lonely. It's you, grinding in silence while the world is sleeping, partying, scrolling. It's you, saying no to the immediate pleasure for the distant prize, and then one day, when the lights come on and they look around, they see you're already 10 miles ahead. They'll call it overnight success. You will know it was 1,000 dark nights of success. It's easy to be disciplined for a week, a month even. That's a vacation from your old self. But the ones who never let go, the ones who make discipline their identity, those are the ones who build empires. Those are the ones who change the world. Those are the ones who carve their names in stone. Are you a tourist in this world of high performance? Or are you here to take over the territory for good? This isn't temporary. This isn't a sprint to a finish line after which you can collapse. This is war, a daily, eternal war against entropy, against weakness, against the gravitational pull of average. Lock in, not for the moment, not for a challenge, not for the year, for life. This becomes who you are. The discipline is the air you breathe. The hardship is the water you drink. The progress is the food that fuels you.
So what's it going to be? Another empty promise whispered to your pillow? Another wasted day where you choose the comfort of the familiar? Or will you rise? Will you finally, after all this time, own the power you've been given? Will you meet the gaze of the person in the mirror and make a vow in blood? Stop waiting, stop stalling, stop researching, stop planning. Every second you hesitate is a second stolen from the legacy of your future self. It's an act of theft against your own greatness. You are standing on the edge of a cliff. The path behind you is gone. You either grow wings on the way down or you perish. One decision. That's all it takes. One violent shift in your mind. One full tilt, burn the boats, no plan B commitment. And your entire life changes. The trajectory shifts. The atoms in the universe realign around your new resolve. You already know what to do. You've always known.
The path has been clear, obscured only by the fog of your own fear. Now do it. Lock in.